Are you one of those people that want to help your husband or your children or your wife or your stuff? You kind of want to vibrate for them. Maybe they're a little bit resistant to use law of attraction, thinking, you know what? I'm just going to vibrate for them. Or are you one of those people that wish you could have a job? 1-800, I can vibrate for you. Imagine sitting home and just vibrating for other people. Can that be done? Well, stay tuned today as I answer the question, can I vibrate for somebody else? Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loche, and welcome to Friday morning's Hangout with Michael show. I'm the author of these 3 best-selling books, and today the topic is all about law of attraction. First, today I'm going to be giving a quick little law of attraction training session and then answer the question, can you send vibes on somebody's behalf? Can you vibe for somebody else? And if you're not even sure what that means, we're going to explain that too. I'm here in beautiful Victoria, BC every Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. We are on episode number, where it's the number here, 200 and something, 238. What the calendar is going on, 238 Fridays. We've been here and we're going to be here for a lot more because of you. And the purpose of this show is to uplift you and inspire you and give you the tools and processes so you can live a rich, full, delicious life. My hunch is that you're in. And always, I've got smiling, professional faces joining me today. I've got 3 of them. We're going to start off with my regular, John from Vancouver. John, good morning and welcome back.
Hey, great to be here again. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, and I live in Vancouver, Canada. And I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner, helping people over the phone, distantly, or video like Skype, and helping people with chronic pain issues, depression. Sometimes it's aches and pains, neck pain, back pain. Yeah. And I'm also an emotion code bro, and we'll be speaking about that in a little bit.
That's right. John and I host a show on this channel on Saturdays. What the head turner is that? You got to check that out too. John, before we introduce the other 2 guests, quickly, let's do a peek out in the room. Say hello to the first 4 people that joined us nice and early, please.
Absolutely, yeah. Don Boehm is with us, says good morning.
Hey, Don, good morning. Welcome back.
Laura Hill says hello from New York.
Laura Hill, New York.
Sylvia Bellini, hello, sunny day in London.
Sylvia Bellini, the weather gal from London, England.
And Sig Brown here, and great topic.
Hey, Sig, welcome back. I'm going to say hello to NPS. Natasha Paula Samuel. Hello, Michael and panel, as usual. Looking forward to an amazing show. Glad to be watching live. I'm glad that you're here too. Paulette Smith. She's giving us a good morning. And Sylvia Bellini saying again, looking forward to a great show. Lovely to see everyone. She is excited. Well, we're excited to have you here with us today again. And briefly, I'm going to introduce Kevin and Delilah because they have a purpose. But first, we're going to hear who they are. And then I'm going to bring them back a little later on to give special announcements. Kevin, good morning. I know people have seen you on here before. You're a regular watcher. Introduce yourself to people, please.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael, for having me. My name is Kevin Hune, and I'm founder of Be Your Best Today, which is a consulting business helping companies and business owners rise above the noise and basically shining the spotlight on their business, helping them with PR and media.
Okay, good stuff. We're going to get back to because you have a special announcement that you and I are cooking something up in Toronto. We're going to tell people about. We're heading off to Charlotte, North Carolina, with my friend Delilah. Good morning, Delilah.
Hey, Michael. Hey, everybody. As you know, I'm Delilah Cordova, international marketing expert here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And basically what I do is, I create, I forgot what I was going to say. I am a visibility creator because Kevin Hunt came out with such a cool intro. But I am a visibility creator, which means AKA marketing.
Yes, and I think a lot of people know you from supporting me on almost every live show that we were doing on Facebook. You'll hear me do a shout out to Delilah. She looks after my social media, my graphics, and my webpage. She is everything to my business. So welcome, Delilah. You're going to support us a little later on. Now, first, I've got a couple announcements to make. My first announcement is, here in Victoria, BC on May 27th. It's a Sunday afternoon, 1 to 4. You know, go to church, go to breakfast, go to chorus, have something to eat, then come across the street, and I'm doing a Your Life Purpose seminar. Everybody that comes to the seminar gets a free book. There's going to be worksheets. It's going to take 3 hours to walk you through the process so you can uncover your life's purpose. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/life purpose. It's hangoutwithmichael.com/life purpose. Join me and others, and I'll help you unfold and uncover what fulfills you so you can live a rich, full, delicious, fulfilled life. And also, I'm in Fredericton, New Brunswick on Friday, June 6th. If you're anywhere in New Brunswick, it is worth the drive to Fredericton. Fredericton's kind of in the center. It's an eastern province of New Brunswick in Canada. It's a full day. It's worth the full day seminar. I'm going to be working from my book, Law of Attraction. I'm going to be teaching you the 3-step formula for deliberate attraction. Why you're attracting negative things, how to stop that. Step 1, how to decide what you want. Step 2, how to place the order to law of attraction. And most importantly, step 3, how to let it in. Because I know some of you have been ordering and ordering and ordering from the universe, but you got your big old foot on the door, not letting it in. I'm going to teach you how to do that. And then once you learn the formula, you do it over and over and over again. So that's Fredericton, New Brunswick, June 6th. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com. And Delilah's put the link into Fredericton in the comments, or look at my events page. We'd love to see you there. Now, Kevin, I'm going to bring you back on because you've got some news about a Toronto event. Now, Toronto is halfway between where I live, which is north of Seattle on the west coast in Canada, Gilligan's Island, and I'm actually from the eastern part of Canada. So before I get to New Brunswick to see my mom and my sisters, I'm stopping off in Toronto. Kevin, tell us more about that, please.
Absolutely, Michael. We're very excited to have you coming to Toronto because we're going to be doing, I think this is the first time you're going to be doing the Law of Attraction seminar that my wife and I experienced 2 years ago in Victoria. And I said, I got to get this guy in Toronto. I don't know how. I just kind of put it out there. And I know you're going to talk about the allowing part later, but it was like I set the desire off and I said, got to have Michael in Toronto. How do we do this? How do we do this? And bam, it just happened. We decided to make it near the Toronto airport. While you're on travel, you're going to land in Toronto anyway. Heck, you might as well just stop for a couple hours.
I'm not even leaving the airport neighborhood, okay?
There you go.
I'm landing in the airport neighborhood, staying at a nice hotel, going to deliver the seminar, and then leaving, I think, the next day after that. So I'm looking forward to that. Tell people more about the timing and the price and all that great stuff.
Yeah, like you said, it's a Sunday, June 3rd, which is great. Right after church, have some breakfast, your brunch, come meet Michael between, I believe it's 1 and 5, we're doing it. And the whole afternoon is all about the law of attraction that Michael teaches from A to Z, which is like amazing. And it's fun because it's a Sunday. So it doesn't disrupt a week, doesn't, kids sports and all those kind of things. You can come. And oh, by the way, bring your teen if you have a teen. We brought our teen and she loved it. Yes,
bring your family, really. And again, my style is to have worksheets, and I'm using accelerated learning techniques. And these techniques will accelerate the speed at which you learn it, which will be FAST. And that's my style. I almost guarantee that you'll remember 100% of everything you learned. And not only that, you'll be able to take the formula and use it over and over and over again. Tell people the price and tell people how they can get a ticket.
Yeah, so we've actually got some fun stuff going on. I'm all about, like Delilah, marketing, got to come up with some ideas. And we said, let's do an early bird special, and those that order, the first 30, get a copy of, over Michael's shoulder, the Law of Attraction book. So get your ticket early before May 15th, and you've got one. And so it's $99 Canadian for the early bird, and then it goes up after the early bird.
So fly into Toronto, massive international airport, take the shuttle from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel, come to the seminar, get a book free if you're the first 30 people, take the seminar, stay for dinner, and then fly back home. Really.
There you go. Boom. How can you get any more compact?
Your head will be spinning on the airplane.
Razzle dazzle, Michael.
Thank you. And right below Kevin, LOA Tour in Toronto.eventbrite.ca for tickets. And Kevin's going to hang out here today and help with this topic. Now, I'm excited to have Delilah. Delilah, tell us about the next event we want people to know about, and then we're going to get started for today.
Well, our next event is going to be in Las Vegas.
Hey.
Yay. And I get to go and I'm going to get certified to I'm going to be certified as a law of attraction facilitator. Yay, with Michael in Vegas. And I'm really looking forward to it because now I'm going to be able to do exactly what Michael does, incorporate it into my business and use it for speaking and start getting paid. So I can't wait to go to Vegas. Can't wait to meet all the other people who are coming to get certified. We have a nice bunch coming. And yeah.
I think that's going to be good because, before I met you, you weren't doing any in-person presentations. You were a little shy and your confidence has grown. Now you're going to learn the skills to be a really effective facilitator and trainer in the front of the room, teaching marketing to authors and other people and using all the accelerated learning techniques and throwing in some law of attraction to make sure they get it. So I'm looking forward to having you join us there as well.
If it wasn't for Michael, I wouldn't be doing my weekly live shows. I've just got a radio spot here for marketing and coffee, and it's all thanks to Michael because he taught me how to speak and how to do my shows and make this happen for myself. He's been my number one supporter. Love you, Michael.
Thank you. So if you're a law of attraction enthusiast or a law of attraction coach and you're not really getting clients or making money, I want to see you join me in Las Vegas. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/certification. Now it is time. But I'd be remiss, John, I'm going to give you an opportunity to say hello to 4 or 5 more people because we know we got a crowd gathering. And then I'm bringing in my friend. Say it when you see it.
Bubble Man.
Bubble Man, because Bubble Man has a lot to do with today's topic. Can I be sending a vibe for somebody else? Before we go there, John, I want you to go there and tell me who's saying what, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Say hello to Kelly Carson. Kelly Carson says, good morning from the Sunshine Coast.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, and Kathy Worth says, hi, Michael. Happy to be here.
Hey, Kathy. Good morning. Nice to have you back with us.
And Jim Hayward says hello from Burlington, Ontario.
There's Burlington's in the house. Good morning, Jim.
Doug Collins says, hey, all from Moncton.
Doug Collins, ideally heading to Fredericton, pretty close to Moncton.
Yeah, and Leslie Owen says, good morning from Langley. Looking forward to this topic. Very timely.
Leslie in Langley. Good morning, Leslie.
Nick Jora is watching, gives us a happy face.
Hey, Nickster. Nickster's in the house.
Permelia Parham says, good morning, panel. Love hanging out with you Friday mornings.
Okay. We have Permelia, and then we have Pamelia. Pamelia Bell from sunny California. Good morning, Permelia. Nice to have you with us. And people are doing a shout out to Delilah because they're seeing her. They know who she is. They've been watching the show long enough to say, I know her. Then we have Lisa Hammond. Good morning, panel. Looking to another awesome show. Good morning, everybody. Today I'm answering the question, can I send vibes? And somebody, in other words, can you start a business and call it 1-800, I can send vibes for you? Before I answer that question, I appreciate you wanting to do that. You're taking a look at your family and you're trying to get them in the law of attraction, or you see that they're having a crappy life, and you know the power of law of attraction. When you hear them complain, you know they're attracting more of what they're complaining about. When you hear them worry, you know they're attracting more of what they're worrying about. When they're talking about what they don't want, and you think, boy, I wish I could help them. I think I'm going to send vibes for them. But before you do that, there's something you need to know. It's called the vibrational bubble. And I want to remind you the job of law of attraction. Law of attraction is this universal energy around you. And it has a 2-word job description. It matches your vibe. And your vibes are simply your moods or your feelings. So when you're feeling ticked off and angry and cranky and disappointed and guilt and shame and blame, they're just feelings. Those feelings are causing you to put off or send out or emit a negative vibe. You're not even doing it on purpose. When you're ticked off and angry, in that very moment, now you're emitting a vibe. Panel, is it true that you can pick up other or feel other people's negative vibes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
You bet. Ooh, that person's giving off a negative vibe. So a vibe isn't something that you smell, taste, see, or hear. A vibe is something that you feel. And then there's the other person that's feeling love and joy and bliss and appreciation and gratitude, many positive feelings. They're sending a positive vibe. So right now, whether you like it or not, or believe it or not, even know that you're doing it because you are, you have a feeling. And that feeling's positive or negative, and you're putting it out or sending it. So cue the vibrational bubble guy from my book, Law of Attraction. That bubble around him, I'm calling it the vibrational bubble. It's a cartoon to illustrate that your vibes are captured within you. Your vibes aren't over there, and they're not way back in the office. They're not in your car. They follow you, and they're around you. And as you're sending this vibe, you're not even doing it on purpose. You just have the vibe. And the vibe that you have comes from the feelings that you have. You cannot not have one. Right now, you have one. Deny it. You can deny it. You can put your foot down and say you don't have feelings, but guess what? You do. And there's not one. You say, well, I'm just feeling okay. Well, guess what? Okay is a feeling. There's not one in the middle. There's only two kinds, negative or positive. So that means right now, your vibrational bubble is containing your vibe. And the law of attraction has a 2-word job description. Who can tell me what that is? The 2-word job description for law of attraction is?
Match vibration.
Match vibration.
It's like a robot. Here's a vibration. What do I do with it? Match it. Here's a vibration. I don't know. Let me check my job description and see what I need to do. Yeah, no need to check. Match vibrations. Oh, here's a negative one. Let me check my job description. Oh, guess what? When it's negative. So law of attraction, with all due respect, isn't very smart, but it is very obedient. And right now it's eavesdropping inside the vibe that you're sending and giving you more of the same. When I'm worried, I'm sending a negative vibration. Law of attraction is responding to it. And then law of attraction unfolds and orchestrates and brings you the thing that you were worried about. And then when you attract it, you say, that's exactly what I've been worried about all week. Wasn't law of attraction obedient? Or when you point at something and say, oh, I don't like that, I don't want that to happen, I don't want that to happen, I don't want that to happen. When you say you don't want it to happen, you're giving it attention, energy, and focus, which causes you to include it in your bubble. And then 4 days later, you attract it, and you point at it and say, that's exactly what I said I didn't want to have happened. I knew this was going to happen. Yeah, so did law of attraction. You see, law of attraction doesn't know whether you want it or don't want it, or whether it's good or bad for you, or whether it's helpful or not helpful. It is obedient. Now, let's get back to today's question. Hey, I want you to give me a shout out. I want to hear from 10 people. What's something that you heard so far? Because I know if you've been watching the last 200 episodes, your brain has been washed. Yeah, okay, I brainwashed you. Washed your brain of some of the things. I want to hear from 10 people. What's something that you heard so far that was relevant to you in your life, that changed your life, that you've been teaching other people, that's made you sit up straight and say, what the Fredericton is going on? Okay? I want you to tell me that. Now, let's just recap. Vibrational bubble. That's housing your vibrations. Law of attraction's eavesdropping and matching them. So the question is, can I vibrate for somebody else? Now, let's just say I'm in business and I have a friend that's having a really tough time trying to attract clients. And I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to send you some good vibes. Now, this could be a little controversial because I know people say they do this. They send people good vibes. Guess what? I'm not sending them. You can't send good vibes anywhere. Hashtag, really, you can't send good vibes anywhere. In my attempt to send you good vibes, it caused me to include the good vibes that I said I'm sending. Now, I'm sending them deliberately, but not to you. What a head turner that is today. I can't sit here and send you good vibes. So my friend says, oh, I'm having such a hard time trying to attract clients. My business is failing. I think, you know what? Let me give attention, energy, and focus to send you good vibes. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, my friend Bob, I'm sending Bob good vibes about clients. And Bob's ideal client is someone that pays on time. And I'm talking about all the ideal client. And guess what? Law of attraction doesn't know who Bob is. Law of attraction is picking up on my vibration that I'm giving to ideal clients. And now my bubble is full of the vibration of an ideal client. And then I hang up the phone from Bob and I check my email, and guess what I attracted? An ideal client. Because law of attraction doesn't know I was sending it for somebody else. In my attempt to send the vibration for somebody else causes me to include the vibration that I said I was sending for you. It doesn't leave my bubble and go to yours. Okay, I want to hear comments on that. I think to me, I think it could be a paradigm shift for some of you. So how can I help my friend Bob? If I can't send Bob clients through the vibration, because anything I give attention to causes me to send it. There is a way I can do it, though. It starts with the letter I. I'm going to ask the panel or the viewers, before we do that, John, let's go out, see who's saying what, and the answer to today's question about how can I help my friend attract a new client if I can't send a vibe for them, I can do what? It starts with the letter I. I'm going to read a couple comments, John, and you can join me. Paulette Smith, your vibe attracts your tribe. We love that. Sylvie Bellini, she's reminding us the law of attraction job description equals match vibrations. What else, John?
I see a morning from Wendy Stout.
Hey, Wendy Stout, good morning.
And Sylvia Bellini says, we can't send good vibes? Well, that explains a lot.
Paulette Smith is suggesting the word is intent. Good. Now, it's not the right word, but I want to tell you why. If my intention is to send my friend Bob good clients, that intention, and intention is just a wish or a desire. So now my intention is to send Bob good clients. My intention is causing me to include the vibration of what I'm intending. Whether it's for Bob or not, it's included in my bubble. So pretty good. Okay, Teresa Rose Upshur saying, imagine. Oh, good, another one. I like this, all the I words. I didn't know there was this many. So now I'm imagining I'm sending Bob new clients. Who knows what's happening when I'm imagining Bob having new clients? What am I including in my bubble?
Imagining.
New clients.
New clients.
Yeah.
Skip the word Bob. Law of attraction doesn't know who Bob is. So good. Hope you guys are okay with me. Okay. Inform. Okay, another good answer. Educate. Another good answer. Natasha saying you don't get what you want, you get what you vibrate. Another good quote. Doug Collins says, I get it. It makes sense. So I'm going to send everybody positive vibrations.
Me too.
Well, then you don't get it. You're not getting it. You can't send everyone positive vibrations unless you're doing that to include positive vibrations. I think he's being cheeky because he's got a little happy face with one eye open.
Yeah.
In other words,
Yeah,
I got you, Loche. Okay, just a quick little recap. I'm waiting for 8 more people to tell me something that they've gotten out of today's show that helped them in the past or today, that made sense, that was an aha moment for you, something that excited you, or something that you see yourself helping you in the future. And I'm about to reveal how to change up so you can send your friend different vibes. The word is I, and it starts with the letter I, and it is influence. I can influence your vibration, just like I'm doing right now. And in my attempt, well, it's not even an attempt, in my influencing your vibration, I'm causing you to have a different thought. And when you have a different thought, you're sending a different vibe. When you're sending a different vibe, you're getting different results. You see, everyone's influencing right now. Here's a skill testing question for the panel. How many people in a group setting, maybe a round table of 8 people, how many people would it take to influence negative conversation in that group? How many people would that take?
One.
One person.
It would take one person in the group to say, oh, well, that'll never happen. You'll never get that. And now everybody's thinking, no, maybe we can't. See, they influence them. There's always one in the group.
Don't
And
you
I
call
was
him
one of
Negative
them.
Nelly?
I was one of them. But I wasn't the negative one. I was the positive one. I was the one out of 9 people that said, well, you know what? let's not try to figure out how that's going to happen. Let's just put it out there. There's lots of ways that we can attract that. I can think of 10 right now. Who else can? Let's name off 10 ways that we can attract this. What's your way? What's your way? And before you know it, I've switched the whole vibration of the work team. And now everyone's focusing on different ways. I didn't vibrate for them, but I influenced them. So now I'm going to call my friend Bob, and I'm going to do an exercise with Bob and say, Bob, you know what? It's all about the words I'm getting Bob to use. Bob, I want you to tell me a story about an ideal client that you did get in your career. He said, oh, that's easy. John, he was my ideal client. I said, well, what did you like about John? Oh, John was pretty awesome. You know, I talked to John on the phone. He was a really nice dude, and he paid on time. And after he paid, he actually posted on Facebook about he was excited to work with me. He showed up on time. He sent me some donuts in the mail. Well, I guess you don't do that, do you? He sent me a thank you card in the mail. He told 10 friends. He was always on time. He was a good dude. He actually referred me. He wrote a blog about his experience. I have influenced the thoughts that my friend Bob is thinking. And the name of that exercise is called Here's What I Like About. So now instead of focusing on what isn't happening, I'm saying what is happening. Tell me something. Focus on the ideal client. Because law of attraction doesn't know if you're remembering, pretending, playing, making a collage, remembering something positive, remembering something negative. So if I'm going to remember my ideal client, I'm going to include the vibration of my ideal client. That's how you can help somebody send the right vibe. It's through your encouragement and influencing them by getting them to talk about what they do want, what they don't want. You be the person that corrects their vocabulary. The minute they complain, the minute they worry, the minute they don't talk about what they want, you be the person because you have one job and it's your own. You need to be selfish enough not to let other people influence your conversation in a negative way. So be the person that says, so what do you want? You might tick them off, you might annoy them a little bit, but guess what? It's your business. It's all about your vibration and what you need to do to mind it and protect it. So Kevin, I'm going to hear from you. Any comments? And then we'll hear from Delilah. And then John is going to talk about who's saying what. So Kevin, give me an example about how someone's influenced your vibes.
Yeah. So Michael, you've been a huge influence on me. I could go back for 2 years, but one specifically was, in my business, I'm running a business and things are going along and something happened, wheel fell off the cart, had a client kind of like leave, didn't have it. And you're like, focus on what you do want. It was like aha moment going, but what do you have? What do you like? And it was the influence piece of, you could have said, oh, that's too bad. Because we've all done it. You have compassion.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah,
Let's
right.
talk about how crappy. Let's go to IHateMyLife.com and complain out there. Yeah, you'll never get that from me.
That's right. It was just like, so focus on what you do have. And it was almost like this little twinge that went, duh, why, you know this stuff, but you didn't. But I got caught up. I was in that rut, and I know we all do this. We just get caught up in our rut, and it just took an influence from you and a simple, it was like 5 words, not even. Focus on what you do have. I was like,
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I want to keep going back to this bubble because you can only have one vibration at a time. That's the good news. And you decide what the vibration is by what you're giving attention to. So maybe you just lost a client, or maybe you didn't like the client that didn't hire you. Okay, you're going to drive home and complain about that. Guess what? Law of attraction is in your car listening to your vibration, responding to it. So that's what we mean by resetting your vibe. Say, okay, you know what? That dude did not hire me, but boy, when John did, that was one of the best days ever, on and on and on and on and on and on. And you can only hold one vibration at a time. Sig Brown, would you write that down for and remind us? I can only have one vibration at a time. Delilah, give me an example when your vibes got reset before.
Well, I had one that came to mind earlier when Kevin was talking. And when I have clients come in here and we're sitting down getting started with their marketing strategy and getting their setting up their online presence and their branding and stuff, I always start with, so what do you not want? And do that contrast through clarity, and it just automatically opens up the floodgates of what they want after saying, I don't want this and I don't want that. And
that's the easy part, right? It's getting them to talk about what they love that part. I know what I don't want, all right.
Right. And so, yeah, I wanted to bring that up because that's my go-to. So what do you not want? And then, I go into more of, we're going to attract what we do want in our marketing and bring that law of attraction into our conversation. So.
Well, I'm excited for you because I know you've got a nice office space, and I'm imagining you having a group of round table of 10 people, and you're going to facilitate the process, helping people getting it clear about what they want. Because you nailed it. Like, you need to know what you don't want to know what you do want. So I'm excited to be supporting you to do that.
I can't wait to create my signature presentation to do that. 10 people out here with the whiteboard. It's going to be just law of attraction and marketing all night.
Love the whiteboard. Well, looking forward to seeing you in Las Vegas. John, let's go out in the room and read some more comments. Our friend Rajesh from Mumbai, he's saying, hello, Michael, sir, John, sir, Delilah, and respective panel members.
Hey,
from
Rajesh. Rajesh always shouts me out every show, and I'm not even on it.
He's loyal. I think he's driving home, but he'll watch us later.
Thanks, Rajesh.
Carthy Worth is reminding us that influence is the word of the day. Who else, John?
Lisa Hammond says, I only do matches. Sig Brown says, I am feeling that positive and loving toward my friend. I'm putting positive vibrations into my bubble, so it's benefiting me.
That's perfect. That is exactly right. That is benefiting you. Pramelia Pram's reminding us, LOA is on. You don't have to turn it on. It is on 24/7. It's like a big light switch.
Yeah.
And Sig Brown's giving us a hashtag, what I like about. Sig Brown, you could do that. Your sales of your artwork this week, you could say, here's what I liked about that sale from my artwork on Amazon. Talk about it. How much they paid, how quickly they paid, how Amazon's helping you with that. Amazon, or whatever you like about it, gives it more attention. Yeah. Doug Collins is also reminding us, here's what I like about. John, do you see anything else out there?
Absolutely, yeah. Vince Giramonte says, wow, you just explained something I experienced when I asked for gifts to be given to friends and family, and I ended up receiving them instead, which were still shared with friends and family.
Yeah, that's a backwards way. Hey, Vince, thank you. In my early days when I was coaching people with law of attraction, I noticed this all the time. I would attract what I was helping people attract, because law of attraction didn't know I was helping somebody. So, my joke would be, if you want to attract some babies, I'm not the guy to help you do that. I'm not messing with that vibration. So, Vince, I think you might be new to us. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you with us. Sig Brown, she wrote it for me. I can only have one vibration at a time. Good. What else, John?
Lisa Hammond says, it is not what happens to me. It is how I feel or respond to what happens to me.
Now, she is showing off because she is proving that she is a long-time listener. Thank you, Lisa Hammond. That's a great quote. We love that. Okay, John, tell people what is cooking with the show for next week, and then talk about our bro show. And then I'll have Kevin and Delilah give us a wrap-up about the two events and how they can get a hold of us. So, John, go ahead. What are we doing next Friday, please?
Next Friday is episode number 239. Unemployed? What you need to know about law of attraction to become employed.
That's right. And it's one word. It's one word.
I can't wait.
Yeah. And so if you're unemployed, or you're looking for a job interview, or you know somebody that is, let them know about next Friday's show. I promise you, this one word will change everything for them. I always maintain my promises. One word will change everything for your unemployed friend next Friday. Good stuff. John, for those that don't know it, you and I have been doing a bro show. It's going to be a year coming up in a couple months. Tell us what the show's about and what people can, what we're talking about tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we are the Emotion Code Bros, and we host a lively weekly show at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern on the Emotion Code. So we explain the Emotion Code, and we work on two people during the process. And tomorrow's episode is on seasonal allergies. So we're looking for two people with seasonal allergies, and we're going to reduce or eliminate those with the Emotion Code.
Yeah. If you're taking pills and rubs and lotions and potions and sprays up your nose, You can hold your head up high and breathe through your nose clearly, because guess what? Your seasonal allergies are not about the pollen, John. What are they about?
Pollen, it's fake news. It's emotions. It's trapped emotions.
Yeah. And we're going to zap them away tomorrow. So join us tomorrow. John, tell people what time and where and how.
Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, right back here, Michael Lozier fan page.
Yeah. Hey, Kelly Carson made a good point. She said, hey, those vibes work both ways. If you wish bad stuff on someone else, guess what's coming your way? It's true, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I wish that would happen to this person, and then it shows up in your life.
Yep.
Good point, Casey. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Okay, Kevin, remind people about Toronto dates, times, and how to register.
Absolutely. So June 3rd, it's a Sunday, 1 to 5 here in Toronto, right at the airport at the 4 Points Sheraton Hotel. And you can get your tickets right here, LOA Tour in Toronto.eventbrite.ca. I also know we got a page on your website, thanks to the lovely Delilah, making it happen. I believe it's hangoutwithmichael.com/Toronto.
Yeah, hangoutwithmichael.com/Toronto. Thanks, Kevin, for hanging out and chilling with us today and contributing to today's subject. And I see my 3 books behind you. Very nice. Delilah, recap what's happening with you and me on May 16th and 17th, please.
We are bringing Law of Attraction to Vegas.
Yay.
Yes, and we are all going to become certified facilitators and create awesome signature presentations and make money the rest of this year. That's what we're doing in Vegas.
Yes.
Yes.
But good stuff.
Yes.
Good. Thanks, Delilah. And people in Charlotte and online, check out Delilah. She's very talented. She's supporting lots of authors. Now, right now you have a campaign going on, Delilah, and it's to interview authors. Tell us about that and what your goal is so far. What your goal is and where you're at so far.
Well, I am on a mission to conduct 100 author interviews. And what I'm doing with the author interviews is repurposing them and helping them to gain exposure by putting them on multiple channels and social media outlets. So if you are an author and you are new and you're looking to get an interview done, then please contact me on my Delilah Cordova International Marketing Expert page, business page here on Facebook, or just send me a message, Delilah Cordova. And I also have a website, which is marketingincharlotte.com. But for the authors specifically, it's smartmarketingforauthors.com. Is that a niche them in, right?
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah,
it's funny because when we first started working together, I said, Delilah, I want you to come on the show. No, I'm too shy. And now she's got, her goal is 100. So how many have you done so far?
I want to say I'm at a good 58.
58.
So far.
So if you're an author, and you can easily just go to the chat below, Delilah will have left a couple personal notes out there, and Delilah give those website addresses, connect with her, and you know, once she gives you that live interview on her Facebook Live account, then you can repurpose it, and she'll talk about what that means. You know, using it from, you know, when you do an interview, you can use that from many places, and
right.
Let Delilah interview you, and then you'll have a nice, good recording of it.
Right, and we're also expanding as our show is just now going live with WDRB Media. So if you guys want to get on the airwaves with me, you know, it's a small cost, but it'll go a long way. So yeah, there's so many options coming available with what we're doing.
Okay. Well, I'm proud of all the work you're doing and all the stretches you're taking, and you're making it happen.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
One day at a time.
John in Verarity. Tell me if there's any wrap-up comments, and remind people how to get a hold of you, please.
A couple comments. Susan Arthur joined a little bit late, but I'm sure she's going to watch the replay. And Elise Shockley says, last night I gave a dental lecture to 90 people, and my assistant was sitting at a table with a negative Nelly who was discounting the validity of what I was saying. She immediately reset the vibration at the table with positive statements because I trained her about LOA, and it helped keep positive vibes at the table and in the entire room.
That's right.
There you go.
You know, so in that case, one negative person, the stronger vibe wins, right? But you need to be vocal. You need to You need to be resetting. Just like a negative person would be vocal, you need to be the positive vocal person. What a great show we had today. Everyone, thank you so much for your comments and your feedback. And if you're watching the show post live, still give me a comment. What did you think about today's show? Was it a head turner? What are you going to do differently? What did you learn? What did you like? What influenced you today? What made sense? What was your aha moment? What do you see yourself doing? Leave the comments. Let me know. I'll be reading them throughout the day. Panel members, thanks for joining me here on the Hangout with Michael show. We'll see everybody next week when we talk about one word that'll help your unemployed friend become employed. We'll see you later, everybody.